Welcome back to my channel, everybody. In today's video, we're going to open up this package I received from the Topps.com people. You saw me open a Topps.com package not that long ago, and it was the Home Run Challenge cards. This is a little bit different. There's no invoice or anything in there this time. This time, we're going to actually have a pack opening, which I'm pretty excited for, to be 100% honest with everybody. You can see what I've got here. I've got some packs of Bowman Draft, the first edition of 2020 Bowman Draft, which just got released last week. To be honest, I had just been texting with my brother. He had sent me a message saying, hey, this is coming out today. And I'm like, oh yeah, just kind of in passing, I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be sold out in like 5 minutes and no one will be able to get any of it, because I feel like that's what happened with the first edition of regular Bowman that came out this spring. And then lo and behold, he sent me a message a little bit later saying, hey, it shows it's available. And so I picked up some packs. Now it is sold out on the Topps website, and so this will be unavailable to purchase on their website. You'll have to pick it up off of the secondary market if you're someone who's interested in it. I got 4 packs. I believe they were like $15 a piece, $14.99 or $15.99 a piece. I'm going to set one off to the side. I'm going to at least hold on to one. I might save it for a special occasion or something. We'll open up at least 2 of them unless we pull something absolutely amazing, and then I may just quit while I'm ahead. But these are going to be Bowman Draft cards. And so Bowman Draft is different than the regular Bowman release that came out earlier in the year. This one features some of the same players. The card will be different, but there'll be some players in there like Jason Dominguez and Bobby Witt Jr. Some of those guys have cards in this release as well. But more importantly, it'll have the very first card for some of the people who were drafted in this most recent draft, whether that's #1 pick Spencer Torkelson or Max Meyer, who went to the Miami Marlins, or that, I can't remember how to pronounce his name, the kid from Arkansas who got drafted by the Orioles. Kerstead or whatever, he'll be in here, and Asa Lacy for the Royals, who got picked in the top 5. So those will be some of the big names. There is a chance you can pull some autographs in here. I don't know if I can. I'm probably not going to show very well in the glare here, but the chance of getting a blue foil parallel is 1 in 2, or 1 in 7. Sky blue is 1 in 2. There are some refractors in here. First edition autograph parallels are 1 in 377 for just a regular refractor autograph, all the way up to a rose gold, which is 1 in 11,000 packs. So not exactly sure how many of these packs were produced, but they are pretty cool, and I'm excited to get my hands on these. I wasn't able to open any of this in the spring when the first edition came out of regular Bowman. So one last thing before I open this up, these will have this stamp, this first edition stamp on there. They will be all paper cards, unless we get one of these crazy refractor insert things. They'll all just be regular paper Bowman cards, but they do have that first edition logo, which makes them a little bit exclusive. And so some people were surprised they continued this into the second part. Oh, we have a, look at this, guys. We got a parallel already in this one. But anyway, some people were surprised that they continued this. It was kind of a thing that Bowman did at the beginning of the year. Topps Company did, and they kind of thought it was just due to the pandemic, but I think it was well received, and so they continued it. All right, let's get into this. Bailey Horn, the first edition. Don't know a lot about Bailey. A lot of these guys I'm not going to know a lot about. I apologize. Jay Groom for the Red Sox is #2. Trey Cruz, looks like an infielder of some type for Detroit. He was picked in the 3rd round in 2020, 73rd overall pick for the Detroit Tigers. J.J. Bleday. So like I said here, he's been a top-rated prospect for a couple years. People know about him. This isn't his first Bowman card. He was drafted in the 1st round last year in 2019. Sammy Infante for the Washington Nationals. He was drafted in the 2nd round this year, number 71 overall. Logan Gilbert, I've heard of him before. He is not a recent draftee. He's with the Seattle Mariners. Shout out to my guys, Northwest Rips and Kyle's Cards. He was drafted in 2018, number 14 overall. Mark Vientos for the New York Mets, up to the plate there. He is drafted in the 2nd round in 2017. Corey Lee, you just saw him when I opened the pack to start off. He is a 2019 draftee, and then Cody Hose for the Dodgers here. I'm going to do this slow reveal here. It looks like we have a blue. I believe this is a blue foil. This is not a sky blue. So this is 1 in 7 packs. We got pretty lucky. Let's see who it is. Someone on the Pittsburgh Pirates, maybe a Cabrian Hayes or O'Neill Cruz. I do not recognize that face. Cool. This might be Swaggerty. That would be a nice one if this is Swaggerty. Looks like a pitcher, so maybe not Swaggerty. It is Aaron Shortridge, numbered out of 150. That's pretty sweet. 109 out of 150. It is still the paper card, but it's got this nice refractor look and the foil. A little, just like the regular Bowman cards, a little off-center, left to right. They were really tough this year to get the centering on Bowman. So he was drafted in the 4th round in 2018, the 114th overall pick. And I will have to look up some stuff on Aaron Shortridge. I do not know much about him, to be perfectly honest, but it looks like he attended the University of California, the California Golden Bears, out there in Berkeley. So that's a pretty nice one. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that one up just because it is a parallel, and you don't really probably have too many chances. I won't have too many chances to get one of these. So I'm just going to set this off to the side over here, if you guys don't mind, and then we'll go ahead and open up pack number 2. That might take us to about 10 minutes, so maybe I'll only open up 2 of these packs. We'll see. Here we go, pack number 2. Maybe we can get lucky and get ourselves another parallel in this one. Here's pack number 2. Oh, look at. Okay, so this one is one of the sky blue, and it looks like it's always that second card. All right, I'm going to go ahead and kind of rotate to the back. Oh, we got a nice one on the top here, guys. Adley Rutschman, the number 1 overall pick in 2019's draft. His first card was in last year's Bowman draft, and so this is not his first release, but he is, by all accounts, like going to be one of the best catchers as soon as he makes it into the major leagues. He'll be one of the best catchers in the league. Mike Saini, don't know a lot about him. He was drafted in 2018. Elliot Ramos, I do know Elliot Ramos. He's an outfielder with the Giants organization. Matthew Liberatore, he was part of the trade, part of the Randy Arozarena trade, to be honest, that sent him from Tampa Bay to St. Louis. Tekoa Roby. First Bowman card, looks like he's a pitcher. Drafted this year in the 3rd round, 86th overall. That's a pretty nice one. High school prospect, it looks like. There's Josh Young, who I'm pretty high on, and I hope he can have a good career with the Texas Rangers. He's a 3rd baseman. Here's another pitcher, Luke Little. Looks like he's a left-handed pitcher for the Cubbies, drafted in the 4th round this year in 2020. That's a pretty nice one. South Carolina. Originally planned to transfer to the University of South Carolina, but he was at San Jacinto Junior College, and then it looks like he went straight to the draft. Julio Rodriguez, there's a nice one. He got banged up this year, but I think he's going to be really good. Him and Kellenic are going to be stalwarts in the outfield for the Mariners for years to come. And then at the back, we have Jeter Downs. He was part of the Mookie Betts trade, went from the Dodgers to the Red Sox. And then our sky blue foil card, we have a Miami Marlin. It is a position player. Is this J.J. Bleday? That would be nice if it is. Get a sky blue of J.J. Bleday. It is. Look at his name right there on his little elbow guard. It is J.J. Bleday. So these sky blues are not numbered. That one is a little bit better centered than my earlier one there, the Aaron Shortridge. So these are not numbered on the back, but J.J. Bleday, big-time prospect in the Marlins organization, drafted 4th overall last year. And he is one to look out for in the future because the Marlins are kind of up-and-coming team. I'm actually going to put this one in the top loader. I like that one quite a bit. Bleday, that's a nice one. Not the Bobby Witt or any of the recent draftees, but one of the best players to get from last year's draft, J.J. Bleday. Look at that. That's a nice one. We'll put him front and center. All right, I'm kind of liking this, guys. If you don't mind, I'll open one more pack here. I'll try to speed it up a little bit. We'll open up this 3rd one, and then I'll save this 4th one for a rainy day or maybe a special occasion, something like that. Pack number 3 is incoming. I can get it out of here without exposing anything. Pack number 3. Oh, we have another parallel. This one is another sky blue. All right, I kind of like this sky blue thing they got going on. Let me go ahead and flip it to the front. Jackson Kowar for my Kansas City Royals. He's going to possibly make his Major League debut next year at some point. Not a guarantee, but it's probable, I would say. He was a 1st-round pick a couple years ago. Ooh, there's another Royal back-to-back. He was picked 33rd overall at the very end of the 1st round. They took Brady Singer with their 1st pick in the 1st round, and then they took him with the 2nd one. Brady McConnell is a shortstop. I don't know as much about Brady McConnell. I don't feel like he's quite as highly rated of a prospect right now, but he was drafted in 2019, 44th overall in the 2nd round. So I'll keep an eye out on Brady McConnell. I believe he's a high school player. There's Quinn Priester. Don't know anything about Quinn. He was drafted in 2019 in the 1st round, 18th overall for the Pirates. Casey Schmidt, position player for the San Francisco Giants. He was drafted this year in the second round. You can see he was taken 49th overall there at the top. Was the closer for San Diego State. But that looks like he's at a third baseman. That's interesting. Oh, he's a two-way player. Okay, I got you. So he's a third baseman, I guess, for the Giants right now. Case Williams, pitcher there for the Colorado Rockies. He was drafted in the 4th round this year. Cade Cavalli for the Nationals. Getting a lot of pitchers in this one. He was their first-round pick, 22nd overall. Cade Cavalli. Tink Hintz. Can't say I've heard of him before. Looks like a skinny guy there for the St. Louis Cardinals. Drafted in the 2nd round this year, 63rd overall. He was a high school kid, so no wonder he's kind of smaller. Gage Workman, that is a Detroit Tiger, not the Detroit Tiger that would be Spencer Torkelson, the big card in this set. And then we'll pull around this one out of the back. We have a Trent Palmer for the Blue Jays. Trent Palmer was drafted in the 3rd round this year. That's nice. And here we go, guys. Let's see who our card is for the Sky Blue Colorado Rockies. Kent says it's his first Bowman, so that's always a nice one. I don't know anything about who this is. It is a position player for Colorado, and it is Jack Blomgren, or Blomgren. Sorry about that if I'm mispronouncing his name. And he is a 5th round pick from this year, 140th overall, went to the University of Michigan, and looks like he plays a shortstop. So there you have it, guys. If you like the look of these cards and you like the design, you can probably find a pack of these online for probably close to 20 bucks if you're lucky. Maybe a little bit more than that, depending on your luck, just with the auctions or with the buy it now, whoever's selling it. You could also just go and buy cards outright for probably a couple dollars. The thing is, not very many people are going to know much about these guys, so you might be able to find some pretty good deals out there, besides the obvious Spencer Torkelson and Asa Lacy and those guys who are going to be pretty well known and will have a pretty hefty price tag. Some of these lesser names that people don't maybe know as much about, if they weren't taken in the first few picks, you could probably pick them up for a pretty nice price and build yourself a pretty cool collection of these first edition Bowman Draft cards for this year. So there you go, guys. We have 3 packs with 3 parallels. I feel like we did pretty well for ourselves. We didn't hit any of the big top first round picks from this year, from the top 5, but you know what? That is fine. I had fun, and I hope you had fun watching it. Have a good one out there, everyone. I'll catch you in another one.